Alright, so welcome to the first episode of a new thing called the Music League. It's based off, my personal friend group and sort of the 4chan Cup and whatnot. Here, I'll first introduce the teams and we'll play the first day of matches here. Or actually, you know what? No, we're just going to get into the matches. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch every game, but that's the goal, is that I'm able to do that. Although, who knows, I think it is a live simulation, which probably means something. I don't know. Either way, our first matchup here is Trust Fund, Swans, I guess, versus the fantano, whatever. Obviously, I'm not managing anything. I'm just going to let the game play out, and that'll be that. Alright. And we, of course, let's see how this goes. And here we go. First up for our trust fund is Tai Shik Koi. I think that's how you pronounce that. And I'm going to use my usual game simulation system of basically just using until RSP, runners in scoring position. Mainly just because that way it'll sort of go by a lot quicker. Either way, it looks like he's attempting to steal there, and Choi is going to be safe. First steal of the whole league there. Next up, Steve Hale. He strikes out, 1 out now on Trust Fund. Next up is Rob Skinner. Skinner. And it looks like he is out. As Choi takes third. Next up for Trust Fund is Mike Canaday. And it looks like he walks, so now it is first and third now for Trust Fund. Peralta now up. And it looks like no runners will score for Swans or Trust Fund as the top of the first ends. Bottom of the first now is Fantano has Mike Foal up there. And there's the first out. Next up is Jarrett Turner. And Jarrett Turner is gonna hit a absolute missile to I think that was like right center field. So now it is 1-0 to the Melons, Fagtano, whatever you want to say. Perez now at bat, and he is going to be out on sort of a ground ball there to the first baseman. 2 outs on Fagtano as Dan Young now up to the plate. And there we go, as now there's a man on first there. And now at bat we have Bobby Keisler, third base. And then now heading up Fagtano. As now there it is. The end of the bottom of the first there for the Melons as Fagtano takes a 1-0 lead. Now up for Trust Fund is Jalen Williams. One out as Williams strikes out. That last name, Pim Lahaj. I don't know. Didn't even know that was a Dutch last name. And there we go, 1 out, or actually 2 outs there. As now batting for Trust Fund is Ian Jones, the catcher. And it looks like he is struck out there. Score is now 1-0 to. It's still 1-0 to Fagtano. As now they're up with Gabe Suda taking up the role of leading off for them in the bottom of the second. Gabe Suda now in. And he is going to have his ball catched. And that is 1 out. Next up, shortstop Perry Wise. Perry Wise will also be out. Alright, whatever. I guess I'll be forced to watch this at bat as well. Nevada Kidman to hit. I did not know people named their kids Nevada. He's going to hit that one very deep. And that is a home run. As Nevada Kidman hits yet another home run for the Melons for Fantano. 2-0 there. And next up, let's see. And now up for Fantano is the pitcher, John Lentz. This probably will end off the inning unless, other pitchers. Nope, he ends it off there. Straight to, I think that's the first baseman. And it's now 2-0 to Fantano over Trust Fund. Now up for Trust Fund is Aaron May, their pitcher. Aaron May is now going to be out there, 1 out. Next up for Trust Fund, Tae-Shik Choi, the leadoff for them in the first, is now back up. Choi comes up, and he's going to strike out. Now Trust Fund have 2 outs on them. Steve Hale now up for Trust Fund. And he's going to... Nope, that's not going to be out of here. Instead, it's simply into the left fielder's glove. And that ends off the top of the third. Bottom of the third now, as Fantano's leadoff man, Mike Fole, is back into the fold to bat for them. And that is going to be 1 out there. Next up is Jarrett Turner. And plays Carly Fielding on the bounce. It's a base hit for Turner there. As now it's 1 out. As now Alex Perez is at the plate here for Melons, as there's now Peralta on first. Oh, wait, hold on now. And that is going to be another out against Fantano. 2 outs. And then now there's Dan Young. Let's see how this one goes. And that's another out, and that will end off the third inning there, as Fantano still leading, currently 2-0. Trust Fund back here with Rob Skinner. They've so far not really had an answer to Lentz's honestly pretty great pitching so far. And they still have yet to really have an answer for it. I mean, they have, trust me, they're not doing too well here. Canada now up for Trust Fund. And that's actually going to be a really good hit there for him. Let's see if he's able to get a double. And he will, as he's now safe. As Canada has a double, as Trust Fund finally get their first hit of the game all the way in the 4th inning. Peralta now up for Trust Fund. Two outs with Canada on third. Williams now at the plate. And Williams will be out there, as Swans and Trust Fund fail to get a run there. That's still 2-0 Fantano. Next up, Keisler now up for Fantano. And there you go. 2-0 there. Now let's see the second at bat here. Suda now up here. He is unsurprisingly also out. So can I just do that? It's not. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see the first set. I guess from now on we'll just do the first at bat and then until RSP. Mainly, actually no, that doesn't really work. 1 out there against Trust Fund. Next up, Jones, the catcher, at the plate. And he strikes out. That's 2 outs against Trust Fund. As their pitcher is probably going to make it 3, if I have to guess here. And yeah, there you go. And then bottom of the 5th, you have Nevada Kidman. Here. And it looks like there for Kidman. There we go. And it looks like it's a stand-up double for Nevada Kidman. His stats don't even look that good. I guess he's just doing very well today. However, now up is pitcher John Lentz, which will probably not go too well unless we'll see. But yeah, it looks like he's just going to pop out there. And then you have center fielder Mike Fole now at the plate in the bottom of the 5th, and he's going to walk. As now there's a runner on second and first for Fantano. Jarrett Turner at the plate now for the Melons. And that is going to be an out. Second out, and that will end off all of that. Next at bat is Alex Perez, left fielder. Let's actually play this thing out. Full count, 2 outs, full everything basically. And that's going to be hit to left center field. And it looks like the Melons will get, it looks like Fantano will get at least a couple more runs in here. And yeah, it looks like 2 runners score as Fantano now increase their lead to 4-0. With 2 outs now, it is Young at the plate. And Young is going to, apparently the catcher couldn't really get it, but Perez was not able to steal there. Young still at the plate, if I can just actually click on this, hold on. Dan Young comes up to bat, 2 strikes, 1 ball, and yeah, there you go. And that retires the side there. Top of the 6th now, Trust Fund still have yet to really get much going here. Tae-Sik Choi is up to bat. And it looks as if he is safe there, as he gets first. Meanwhile, Hale is now at the plate. And he's going to also attempt stealing second. And yeah, he is apparently a really fast guy. I mean, he definitely has a lot of good speed, it seems. And now there's a pitch there, and it looks like he is actually going to steal third as well. Oh my god. But did that count as him stealing third? I mean, it probably did. I mean, it had to have... Yeah, no, it did not count as a steal, because I guess, technically it wasn't... Whatever. Third base, Steve Hale now up again, and he is going to walk. Now up for Trust Fund is Rob Skinner, and Fantano have put themselves in a pretty dangerous situation. Lentz did well for them, it looks like here, and that's going to be another hit, and it looks like a run will score for Trust Fund. As it looks like they're going to try to get him out there at third, and I think he's going to be safe. And it looks like Skinner, and it looks like there's a 2-run triple there with Fantano still in front. However, Trust Fund now up 2 runs on him. And now it is on them, and it's now 4-2. Kennedy here. Kennedy strikes out. Next up is first baseman Peralta there. And it looks like he hits a home run. And now this game is tied up as Antonio Peralta hits a home run as Trust Fund ties it up 4-4. Next up is Williams. I mean, this has actually been a crazy inning for Trust Fund. What can I say? And he's going to... Nope, it looks like he's out. And now Lentz is out with Sam Goodell going in as now Lahage, the Dutch player for Trust Fund, now heading in. And Trust Fund scored 4 times as the game is now tied up. Keisler now at the plate. And it looks like their new pitcher now walked 2 batters. Suda, who's actually, no, he hasn't had a good game. I thought he did, but whatever, I guess, I don't know. Suda strikes and he bunts, but he does miss the bunt there. As now May throws the pitch there, and it's going to bounce off the catcher, and now it looks as if Keisler now goes to second there. Next up, Suda at the plate. He's going to get an outfield hit there, as he's going to stay at first, of course. As Keisler goes third. It looks like Perry Wise could potentially drive in a run here for Fantano. And it looks as if... Is he out? And it looks like the runner at home is out. As Suda goes to third, or Suda's on second, and Wise is at first. Now Kinman at the plate. Kinman's had a really good game so far. And it looks like his streak of luck will end as he is now, of course, on. And he's now out as Suda goes to third and Wise go to second with the pinch hitter Bonewell up now. However, he will strike out, so no real advantage game for Fantano there, as the game is still tied at 4-4. As now Jones, like Fantano, some of the new pitcher, Matt McBride, Ian Jones, and that'll be the first out of the top of the 7th there. Next up is John Wall, the pinch hitter for Trust Fund, the top of the 7th here. And that'll be an out, second out. Looked really close there, but it was indeed a second out, as given by the Jannies. Tae-Shik Choi strides to the plate. And it looks like he's going to be out, and that's a pretty simple inning there for Trust Fund. Not a lot happens for them. As now we enter the 7th inning stretch. I would play music here, but I can't because it won't let me record audio for here for my it won't let me do it for some reason, so that's all I know. So it's pretty unfortunate there. Now at bat for Mellon. Taking the mound for Trust Fund is Oscar Garcia. First up is Full. As now the out is scored there. Turner now up for Fantano. Jared Turner now in. And he's going to walk. Now Perez is up for Fantano. And that is going to be a second to now. Fantano have Turner on third, Perez on second, and Young at the plate. Dan Young currently 1 for 3 as he now walks. And now the bases are loaded for Fantano to potentially do something here. Keisler, it looks like, is now at the plate. And now that's going up. However, it won't go far enough as It looks like I think a runner has headed home for Fantano as now they take back the lead 5-4. Next up is now Suda. Here now up for the team. And now it looks like Fantano scores 6-4. Young on second, and Suda first with now Wise. Harry Wise at the plate. Alright, that's like Pennywise, I'm not going to lie. There. And yeah, but he's out anyways. So there you go. As now it is top of the eighth. As Steve Hale is now there. And McBride looks in, and that will be one out. And then Rob Skinner now there. And yep, there we go, and that's another out. 2 outs against Trust Fund. And now right fielder Mike Canada now in there. Canada is going to strike out. Looks like there was some good framing by Suda there. However, now up for Fantano is Nevada Kinman. And it looks like that's going to be 2 outs there is now full up for Fantano there. He popped out back in the 7th, you know. Pop out! Pop. Sorry about the Playboy Cardi reference. I am indeed Azumi. However, top of the 9th, as now it looks like we enter the final inning here. Antonio Peralta leading off for Trust Fund now here. Steve Chadwick. It's going to be a strikeout, and it looks like Trust Fund might not be able to win. Jalen Williams, the left fielder now here. He's going to strike out as well. And now, lastly, it looks like Chadwick is also in. What a fucking name. As LaHage could potentially, if he strikes out or anything like that, end off the game here. But instead, he is going to get a walk. Chadwick may not be. I don't know. I mean, he has 2 strikeouts. That's pretty fucking good. Now there's Ian Jones, the catcher. Right there. And that's going to end it off as Fantano win the game 6-4 over Trust Fund. Hope you all enjoyed this broadcast, and I'll see you all next time. Or what is the next match, actually? I should really check that before signing off here. As the next match is, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to play every game. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, I guess we'll just also do a recap of Day 1. I was not expecting that to happen. I thought it would just let you play one game, but no, we had to watch that game, and all of them are played. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Group A, Kanye, currently there, followed by Shugazi and Prague. They won their first match. Actually, I could just go over each of the games first, and we'll look at the standings. Well, obviously, as you know, Fantano defeated Trust Fund. Incel Core defeated Kebab Rap. There. Jeff Red Jump Scare. And now you have Wank Core, who defeated Erection 13-7. That's actually the game I should have watched, but I guess I could watch the replay, but I don't want to do that here, so we're not going to do that. Shugazi defeated BLM 11-6, or really Black Metal 11-6. And now this one also went to the 11th inning and was actually the same score as the one we watched, with Prague defeating Skarufi 6-4. Robert Fripp held a gun to Scaruffi, it seems. And now you have Kanye defeating Lollycore 3-2 with a run. Was it off a home run? I should actually check that, but who really cares? You know what, actually, yeah, and it looks like now with the standings here, we'll just go over this. Kanye, Shugazi, and Prague all tied for first. Lollycore were the only one in Group A who lost their match. As Wangcore, currently the only one who won their match in Group B. Scaruffi, BLM, and Erection Core all losing. As Group C is pretty balanced, and so Core and Fantano won their match of Trust Fund and Kebab Rap losing theirs. Yeah, alright, I guess that's about it there. I hope you all enjoy this first day of the Music League 2025 Summer Edition. And I'll see you guys next time.